Well, Primož, first of all, thanks a lot for answering the question of a Tour de France club. Are there questions that you are expecting, questions that you are always asked?
Of course, being a ski jumper, switching to cycling, and all this kind of stuff, yeah.
Well, I have good news for you, because I have questions about all that. There's a question from Matthias Pratt asking you, what pushed you to, first start cycling?
Yeah, it was quite, let's say, a couple of things that bring me to where I am at the end, or to start cycling. But yes, I just had enough of being as a ski jumper. I didn't saw my future anymore. Being as a ski jumper, had some all kind of problems with it, and at the end, figured it out. That cycling should be the sport probably that should suit me really well, and I give it a go.
So, but just like that, you gave it a go, or were you already riding when you were a kid?
Not really. Riding a bike, of course. I learned when I was a kid, and later on I also rode a bit. But while I was ski jumper, I didn't rode much, because we were told that you become slow because of the movements all the time, the same ones. Yes, as a ski jumper, you want to be explosive. It's like these movements, super fast. And while I was a ski jumper, I didn't really have my own bike. And also probably because of that, then going into completely different, doing a different sport, completely. And I chose a bike and started riding.
Yeah, because I have that question from Mike Rotorno asking why you switched from ski jumping to cycling. It's because you didn't see any future because of
Yes, exactly. Mostly because I had some problems with my knee and with my knees, and it was just I always dreamed about it to be the best one. So and I wasn't really bad, but also I wasn't, for example, Olympic champion or something, and I was also old enough to figure it out somehow, which sport should really suit me, suit to my body and my head, and I thought cycling should be the right one.
Indeed. A question from Anthony Riscal asking if there are some things from ski jumping that helped you in cycling and helped you in your career today as a cyclist.
For sure, all kind of things, because being as a ski jumper, you are an athlete. So yes, you develop a lot of skills. You do all kind of different things. From working in the gym, speed, coordination, acrobatics, a lot of stretching, and all kind of these things. And definitely also I'm used to the speed. Is also a part of it. In ski jumping you're also fast, and for sure didn't do bad, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. So yes, I'm looking back to that I did definitely a lot of things that I can be happy that I'm at the place where I am.
A question from Rog&Pog. What are your first memories actually of watching or maybe following a cycling race, and did you have heroes, your favorite riders, when you started following?
It's quite a hard question, but because when you are really in one sport, and yes, I was a kid in ski jumping since I was 7 years old, and then you are a bit like that to all the rest. Always in the summer at the coast or holidays, in the afternoon escaping a bit heat, and seeing then the guys racing in France.
Well, again, I have two questions. One from Johanna Lipinska and one from Misha Lesh. Do you still watch ski jumping during the off season, and are you still good mates with Andras Pogač and Miran Zupancic, for example?
For sure. We are in touch all the time. And definitely I try to follow as much as possible ski jumping. I have, like I said, I grew up with it, and most of my friends are still involved into that sport. So I'm also part of it.
Yes. Another couple of questions that might, I don't know if you like talking about it, but you know what I'm going to talk about. La Planche des Belles Filles. Do you mind talking about it, actually?
We can talk, for sure, definitely.
Well, then I have a question from Thomas Latari. What went through your mind when you lost that yellow jersey at the Planche des Belles Filles back in 2020?
Not much. I want to come back and fight again for it.
Yeah. So you just come out from a preparation in Sierra Nevada. A question from Luca Jegu. How do you feel at this moment of the year with less than 4 weeks to go for the Tour de France? How do you feel?
Ready to start tomorrow, Dauphiné. I mean, we put in some good trainings, and we'll be super welcome tomorrow to start a bit more intensive with Dauphiné. It looks like a hard program now for the next 8 days, and should be the right one to improve our shape towards the Tour.
But based on your experience, your career, do you rate yourself now compared to last year, compared to 2 years ago, and are you at the same level? Are you better?
Not really, you know what I mean. All the time it's just different, You know, we are 1 year older. All the time you can try to copy to do the same program or the same kind of trainings, but yes, you always have just so many different factors that the outcome is a bit different. So I mean, I did the work that was necessary to do now before the race, and yes, I can be confident to start tomorrow.
A question from Annie Perez. How do you prepare for a 3-week race like the Tour de France?
You go for 3 weeks on altitude. No, I mean, you just follow the program. In all the years, we already prepared ourselves quite a couple of times for Grand Tours, and we do what is necessary to do. Definitely, yes, a lot of trainings, a lot of hard workouts that you need to do, that you are at the end ready to go through the 3 weeks.
But so how does it work? For example, in March, you see where you are and you say, okay, this is where I want to be in March. This is where I want to be in May in terms of numbers and stats. What?
I mean, it's more a question about for a coaches, You know, we nowadays is so many data and so many numbers that you can go quite crazy, and I try to be a bit aware of it, and I just do what they send me, what I need to do, and of course you put a couple of goals in the season. So for the first part, I don't know, you say I want to be good in let's say Paris-Nice. Second part, then yes, try to prepare and build up towards the Tour and Vuelta, and yes, of course the final classics then in Italy.
You're an old-fashioned rider. You don't like what? You don't like statistics. You just write like the racing, I suppose. It looks like it.
Try to.
A question from Nolan Chauvet. What do you think of the course of the 2022 Tour de France? And you believe that you can be a real rival to the title holder, the 2-time winner of the Tour de France, your compatriot Tadej?
Yes, definitely, I believe. And about the course is interesting, I think will be fun to watch.
You went to check out quite a few stages, and are there key stages that you've pointed out?
You know what I mean. Is in a 3-week race, you have just to be focused and yes, have a bit of the luck on your side from day one till the last one. You know, it's always a lot of things can happen, and we know it. And for the big or the big moments, we also know it. You know, we know the hard stages in Denmark, then coming to France, cobbles, Alps, some big mountains, and Pyrenees at the end, and yeah, time trial was the most decisive 2 years ago. So yes, it's the one that will give the best one at the end.
Is the Tour de France an obsession for you? You want it badly, or is it? Do you live with the Tour de France?
It's just the race, yes, definitely. I want to win.
You sleep Tour de France, you eat Tour de France, you dream Tour de France?
No, I eat food, I sleep in my bed, but yes, in 1 month I race Tour de France.
There's a question from Philippe Chrétien wants to know what tactical aspects of the race did you really work on, if there are tactical aspects that you worked on.
Tactical, yeah, with all the stuff, all the managers try to find the best solutions in all kind of scenarios that are happening, and that means yes, to do some analysis for the back and try to predict a bit unpredictable things, how it will go and how we should react.
A question interesting from Benjamin Aubuy of the Tour de France Club. What is your best memory of the Tour de France? Best souvenir?
I mean, I was just missing now for sure for 2 years the crowd and atmosphere of the people going and supporting us as riders, and yeah, going really crazy with us when we go over all the big mountains.
But there's not one specific moment, one stage that remains in your mind as the best memory?
Yeah, like I said, but yeah, let's say in that case the best one, I would point out the first win when I had going over Galibier, and then when I won in Serre Chevalier. Is definitely yes, the moment that for sure, yeah, I will remember forever.
And in the same question, what is your worst memory of the Tour de France?
I don't really have worse memories. It's you know, you can of course say now last year crash. You can point out the way I lost the Tour on La Planche de Belfi, but it's just more of parts of cycling experiences, and yeah, I wouldn't really say that I have any bad memories about it.
Yeah, you look really solid. I mean, is it because you try to wipe out things from your head, or that's just the way Primož Roglič is?
Yeah, I am the way I am.
Les feet on the ground, les pieds sur terre, as we say in French, or almost. A question from Catherine Comtesse. How do you see cycling in the next 5 years' time?
Hopefully with me still in the peloton.
You're a young man. A question finally from 2 questions from Enzo Chouchet. That's interesting. How do you cope? But again, you look super cool. But how do you cope with the pressure, the mental pressure, as one of the favorites of the Tour de France before a race like that?
Yeah, just try to stay in the moment and try to keep my focus on the things that matters, on the tasks that we need to do, and when you can do that, you don't really have much time to think about or to with the things that will not really help you at the end to achieve the result that you want.
Do you love cycling? Do you love your career as a cyclist?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I never imagined that I would be on the place where I am. So it's super nice.
A question from Mathieu Vigneron. Who, according to you, will win the 2022 Tour de France?
The best one.
Obviously.
Me.
Merci, Primož.